brother. Urban politics. Let's go, Urban.
Yeah, bro. I like these type of convos right here. Man, give us all the backlash you want. I don't give a fuck. I'll stand in front of anybody, any motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about none of them and speak the real, bro. You're not about to tell me to look at my experiences, what I have grown up since a kid and lived and having my family and other black families that I grew up around from Louisiana, where my family originally from, in Houston, Texas, and our relationships with this goddamn country. As in my grandmother has turned 97 the other week, right? I ain't too far away from slavery in this motherfucker. So what I'm saying is, what needs to be overstood, bro. You can look over there right now in Africa and them motherfuckers don't even get along or see eye to eye in different countries. Go look up June 30th. The South Africans kicked all other Africans out of their country. They said, we're going against the government. So if they don't see each other as one and they don't look at each other as the same tribe of people, and they've been in the same continent, it's 54 countries in Africa. They are in the same continent and been there. We ain't been connected with them people for more than half a millennium. Why the fuck do we still got to wear that shit, walk under that shit? You want to know why? Because the world was trained and they trained us at one point, not all of us, because some people already been having their own mindset. Salute and respect to y'all. But they trained us that they tried to push on us, y'all just a lost group of people. Don't take pride in your country. Don't take pride in America. Don't take pride in all the wars your people fought in over here. Wear that African stuff over there so you can always be this lost group of people. We're not doing that shit anymore, fam. It's over with. You don't have any other black group of people on any other land in this country that wear African in front of their name consistently across the board. You go down to Brazil, ain't they? Don't they got the second most black people in Brazil in the world? I
Yeah,
think they do
they
after
number
Africa.
one. They number one. They got more black
They
people than us.
okay. Did Africa right?
Nah, more than us. But if you
But
More
yeah, okay.
melon.
So they
Yeah,
number
they got more
two, and they
melanated people than us, not
so
more black, more
they got
melanated.
more. So okay, them motherfuckers died there in Africa, in Brazil, that are supposedly originally came from Africa. None of them motherfuckers were in Africa. Jamaicans, they don't say I'm African Jamaican. None of these other places put African in front of their shit. We don't have their culture. We don't even have they they makeups. We not connected to them tribes and all this stuff. They was nomading around, moving around. They wasn't staying in one spot. We know this. A lot of them countries that they claim it didn't get formed until 60, 70 years ago. So why do we have to wear something and claim something that we not connected to? We have everything right here.
A
And
quick,
then what
a
it,
quick
it
question,
yeah.
brother Urban. Real quick, what do you think about the title? Have you been seeing a lot of the backlash that FBA has been getting online lately?
Hey fam, civil rights leaders receive backlash,
You saying
right?
that Tariq Nasheed is like is he like a civil rights leader in your viewpoint?
Fuck no.
Okay,
Fuck Tyreek Nasheed.
okay.
I'm FBA to the full though. I'm native. Anything that describes a black American, I'm that. So if because I go off of what words mean. So if you say an American descent, the groups are the groups, the descriptions are the descriptions. But if they are describing somebody who doesn't have an immigrant background, I am those words. But I will separate the conversation. Tariq Nasheed has information. Tariq Nasheed is knowledgeable. Tariq Nasheed has a voice, and he know way more about a lot of shit than I do. But guess what? He not the leader of this shit. He not the leader of this shit, man. He don't speak for us. Don't nobody speak for no whole group of people. Ain't nobody above the program. Yes, he pushed it that, but that's coming from Dr. Claude Anderson and everything else first. He found his own lane in it. Do your thing. But since act like he don't see what the fuck Godfrey doing and he be on this other shit, Hey, nigga, you just showing why you say correct. When he says he don't speak and he not a leader, he's correct. And I'm not a leader either. I'm not a role model. I'm not an activist. I'm not the guy that y'all should be taking all y'all information from, but I'm gonna stay in no business though.
I got a question for you. Do you think Caribbeans and Africans are black? And do you think that they can technically become a black American in America?
Gotta be here long enough to become a black American. They ain't been here long enough, and a lot of them don't consider themselves black. I done worked with these
Do you
people,
consider
man.
them black?
Nope. I don't. The
So
reason the reason why I don't consider them black is because we know they come from America, right?
who comes from America?
The word black.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So that's why I say they don't come from America. And I've seen them say that they're not black. I didn't, bro. When I had a job back in the game, I done worked with them Cubans and Dominicans when they started getting heavy in Houston, bro. Them niggas would tell. I done heard them say they not black. Niggas blacker than me. They
So
don't look
that's
at
the
themselves as black until it's beneficial. I'm not gonna say all of them because I know some of them probably do. But I'll say, man, I'm Dominican. I ain't black.
so
Niggas with that
since
little skinny, trimmed up mustaches and shit, looking like they hair got perms on it.
do you think black is an ethnicity and culture,
100%.
or more of a racial construct?
I'm gonna go, man. If we being honest, we know it's an ethnicity and culture, but it turned into a racial construct over time because everybody started moving towards paying attention to what goes on in America, man. America, the promised land. Let's keep it 100. If they weren't trying to come to America, they wouldn't consider themselves. If they weren't trying to be a part of the American conversation, they would not consider themselves black. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Like the girl Tyler just showed you what it is on Breakfast Club. I'm colored.
So do you think we should give up black culture and our blackness to for the foreigners' convenience? Like we're gatekeeping being a black American and gatekeeping our culture because we
What the
have
fuck
paperwork
for? What the fuck for?
to
We
prevent ethnocide and erasure.
no. I'm saying, why the fuck would we give it up? We
Okay,
shouldn't give
so
up shit.
but that's what we've been saying, Urban. Like
That's
the
what I'm
FBI,
pressing. I'm
bro.
on
No,
y'all
bro. Hold
side.
on. No, Urban, because I don't think you read the room. I don't think you understand what this conversation is truly about. But Secure the Tribe helped spark this delineation movement, and we're guarding being a Black American. Tariq Nasheed believes that immigrants can immigrate into our ethnic group. Tariq Nasheed believes in a racial construct. But you're saying you're FBA. Like when you say you're FBA, you're insinuating that there's other black Americans. And Secure the Tribe is like, hell, fuck nah. We're the only black Americans. We're ethnically black and culturally black. And the founder of FBA knows what I'm saying. I've had this conversation with him 5 years ago, and he's telling me that these foreigners are black as well. He's
But
saying
that
that these
don't.
foreign hold on. He's saying they can immigrate into our ethnic group, Urban. That's
Nah.
the pushback that he's saying it. I
Okay.
tagged you
Well,
in multiple videos, bro.
that's what I told you. He not my leader. He got foundational at the beginning. If you not foundational, you can't be one.
But
But
hold on,
Urban,
Urban.
it's
Hey,
easy for
John.
people to say that. Hold on, it's easy for people to say that he's not. That's a Jedi mind trick. That he plays on y'all, right? So on one hand,
Oh no, he ain't
he's
playing
not.
shit on me. He full of
No,
shit.
but no, but listen though, I'm gonna tell you how to. As long as you sipping the, he's not the leader Kool Aid of FBA, then he does have you. And I say that respectfully because you came in the room respectful, so I got no reason not to respect you. But what I'm saying is, this is the reason why it's a Jedi mind trick. Because on one hand, and publicly, you're saying I'm not the leader. The code is the leader, right? But when you look at a lot of the talking points that he spews, it is the talking point that of a leader, right? He's the one that's putting together these rallies. He's the one that got the merch. He's the one that got FBA LLC. He's the one that's using his museum for concerts and all this other different stuff. So you can say you're not the leader, right? You can say that all you want to, but the fact that you got FBA LLC, meaning nobody can do nothing with FBA without your permission, without your say so, that goes to show that you're the leader of FBA. And my thing is this, it comes down to a question of what are your goals? If your goal is to be a part of a club, have at it, claim FBA all you want to. But if your goal is to get reparations, you can't be associated with FBA because there's no harms that are associated with FBA. You can't get nothing for it. You
So let me
can't.
let me let me let me say this again, bro. 'Cause I want to make it very clear. I said in here, Tariq Nasheed is full of shit. I said that clearly, right? I'm waiting to
Yes.
see the nigga in person. Not to do nothing to him, but to look him in his eyes and tell him about himself. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of people in every race who find ways to market, uh, make money, do things off of their race, their lineage, and their history, form these groups, whatever. You still don't speak for 45 to 50 million people. You still not the leader of it. The word foundational has a meaning. Black has a meaning in this country of America, and we are Americans. That's why I said anything that describes on the words about being a black American, they all describe me. I'm not repping for what no nigga da 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 on that side, but if you using words that represent me, I'm not running around here like a group. Like, hey man, I'm finna get on this. Nah, I'm having the conversation of, I know it got a bunch of negative stuff around it, bro, but the words still describe me and my family history,
Can I say
just like
Can
something?
I
the
hold
other.
on? Let me jump in.
That's what the paperwork is for, Urban. That's what the United States 1860, 1870 census documents is for. I know you from Houston, Texas. Where I'm from in Florida, we say it's Emmy, not on me. I don't gotta say it because it's Emmy, nigga. It's Emmy, not on me. I don't gotta say I'm foundational because that's what my paperwork proves. My 1860, 1870 census proves that I'm indigenous to America before the inception of this country. So I don't gotta say I'm foundational when my paperwork that I can every real black American can touch and feel a United States 1860, 1870 United States census, Urban. That's the whole issue. FBA is sensationalism. I don't gotta say it because it sounds good. I'm gonna pull up and I can prove it. I can prove it with my
Hold
paperwork,
on.
nigga.
Let me jump in there real quick. And this was another little Jedi mind trick because I get the premise of the FBA shit was because there are so-called other black Americans in America. So that was the premise. We're foundational black Americans because they are other black Americans. We are the foundation. So that right there is not delineation because you're allowing these people to come over here and identify as us. You're going along to get along. Basically, in a sense, when you put a when you add something else to your identity, that's where the issue comes with the whole foundational shit for me. And on top of that, you can't trademark a lineage or ethnicity. That shit is trademarked. I'm like, hey, get your money. That's your brand. Ain't nobody, you feel what I'm saying? That's your shit, get your money. But your brand can't be my ethnicity, bro. You can't turn my ethnicity into your business model. Niggas talking about it's a lineage. It is not a lineage. Your family tree don't know what the fuck it is. That's his internet brand that it caught on because of Secure the Tribe. If you want to do your Googles, research on this shit. This is real history. So we're
So
not
look,
just
bro, hey,
talking.
I want
So no, wait, hold on. Let me finish because I didn't cut nobody off. So we're not just talking. So that is a brand, bro. You can say that's a descriptor, all that, but that is his brand. That's his shit that he's on, that he's on, and he's trying to make that our ethnicity. That's a no go. He went to the OMB, which deals with race and ethnicity in America, and tried to define us as his brand. That's an issue, bro. That's a major issue. He wasn't the only one. I don't know if you heard of ADOS and all this other shit, Salon. They all doing the same thing because there's a lot of grifting going on with our lineage. So we're not just dealing with immigrants and tellers. We're dealing with niggas inside our group trying to rebrand us. You feel what I'm saying? And Griffin make money off of this shit. When this shit was about self-preservation of our group and that debt that's owed to us. Not for niggas to come up with new names on the side and go get the shit trademarked and try to rebrand and make that shit our ethnicity. No, bro, that's some other shit, bro. That had nothing to do with this shit. It was about can you trace your lineage back to America, 1865, and do you have black and Negro on your documents? That's it. All of this other antic shit, this is some other shit that's going on. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of issues with this shit, bro. That's his brand. All this descriptive shit. No, that's his brand. And if you want to mask out his brand, knock yourself out. But don't say it's a lineage and ethnicity because you're lying. That's false. That's inaccurate.
bro, this all I'm saying. I get where y'all are coming from, dog. I don't give a fuck about what he trademarked it. The eight dog, the words have meanings before they trademarked them. These words are descriptions. I ain't mascotting for shit, but they know what it is when you say it. I don't give a fuck about what no foreigner think or feel.
They don't know
So
what
they
Black
can say,
American is. They don't know what
say
Black
what?
American. I'm saying they don't know what Black American is when you say it.
They do. I'm a black American as
So why do
well.
we gotta
I'm a
push a
black,
nigga
hold on,
brand?
listen.
So why do a nigga brand gotta be our new
Hey,
ethnic identity?
fam, whatever
Because
conversation.
but that's
Sometimes
reality
I say,
though. Is
hold on,
niggas gonna talk
no,
reality?
hold on. In certain conversations, I'm black. In certain conversations, I'm Black American. In certain conversations, I'm foundational Black American. In other conversations, I'm a descendant of slaves in America. In other conversations, I'm a fucking nigga. That's how I talk to people. So I'll use them all, bro. I will use them all. And then circle, I'm a native Black American from what Dr. Claude Anderson started. I'm all of them. Now, when it comes to them going to trademark it, I can't stop. A white person would have did that. So we can be a Black American. Do anybody got Black American trademarked?
Hell no, it's not trademark. You can't trademark an ethnicity and lineage. Show me an ethnicity and lineage trademark. You can't do that, bro.
Man,
Then
you can
do it.
trademark whatever.
No, not well. Pull up. Show. You can
You
Google
can
that right
trademark.
now.
Hey,
Show me
fam,
an
I guarantee
ethnicity
you,
and a lineage trademark.
bro, I bet you a white person probably got hip hop trademarked.
I'm talking about an ethnicity and lineage, bro. Are you listening? Are you
I'm
just
saying.
arguing? Are you just listening to respond?
No,
Ethnicity
I'm
and
listening to
lineage.
what you're saying, bro.
There's no
I
ethnicity and
understand, I
lineage
understand that
trademark.
you
Can no one
do
man be
not
the
listen.
face of an ethnicity? Can no one man be the face of an
He's
ethnicity, an
not the face
entire
of
group?
shit.
If you're
No,
pushing his brand and he trying to make his brand our ethnicity, he will be the face because
He's
it
not
all
the
goes to
fucking
him.
face of shit, man.
Man, stop it, bro. Now you denying it. He's not the face of FBA.
Fuck no.
All right, man.
so
Fuck
why he
no.
got an
So
All right.
when
Hey, Booby,
so
he
what you
staying
Hey,
on
saying is
code,
when
Booby.
niggas say,
that's when niggas being disingenuous and not being real.
hey, he's lying when because when you say FBA or when you Google it, it comes up Tariq Nasheed. It don't come up Black
He
American.
not he the face of the business, but he not the face of the actual definition, my nigga.
brother. I think you in denial, brother. Like you got to think
He's the
about this.
five. He's the author of the actual definition. He coined that.
No, but listen
That's
though.
his shit.
So
But
is
listen
Dr.
though.
Claude Anderson the
And this
Listen
face
the
what.
of
difference.
that?
And this the difference. But look, this the difference. When you say Black American, think of Black American. You think of a group of people and ethnicity. When you think of FBA, you think of the founder, the nigga who trademarked it. The nigga,
That's
like,
right.
what are we talking about? What are we
So
talking about?
okay. So you can feel how you want to feel because
That's
it's
reality. What the?
reality.
This
Okay,
ain't feelings.
it's the fucking reality. He went and did the business on it. He pushing it. Other people that. But in where I stand, he don't speak for black people, bro. He don't have no pull of
No,
power.
brother. You missing the whole point of the room. We talking about does FBA, not black people. Does FBA, which is a LLC group, do they deserve the backlash that they're receiving?
Fuck
And I think
no.
that yeah, I think that they do, brother.
Nobody
Jordan.
black does, my nigga.
No, yes, they do.
If you
No,
black,
no. If you muddy in the waters of our reparations claim, you absolutely deserve backlash
oh my God. Hey,
because
bro,
this is the
where you
difference.
from, G?
This is the difference.
Hold on, where
This
you
is the
from? I'm gonna ask one question. Where you from?
when you say where I'm from, are you talking about like what state, or you saying like where my
What
people
city?
from?
What city?
I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Shout out to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, bro. Muddy in the waters of our reparations. Are you serious?
Yes, he's muddy in the
How
water,
you
sir.
muddy in the waters when these people could have been gave us reparations, my
I'm
nigga?
gonna tell you how. I'm gonna tell you how.
That ain't
Right. So
muddy and shit.
no, listen, he is muddy in the waters because
Oh my
how you
God.
first of all, you got no policies, right? We know Tarita, she has no policies. We know that FBAs do not push delineation. In order for us to get reparations, we're not going to be able to get it on some race-based shit, right? But if you got somebody like a Tariq Nasheed and a Jason Black and all these people running around here talking about Caribbeans are black too and the Africans are black too, that's muddying the waters of our reparations claim. That's what it's doing. Now you can sit up here and say, "Oh, he's not the leader of this. He's not. He's the leader of FBA, bro." And it's time for people to stop playing these games like he is not. All right. That's why he got merch. That's why he got it branded. He got an LLC. He gets paid off of that. Don't no other Black American except for him and his family, but directly him benefit from that. So if only one person can benefit from it, how can it be a lineage? That's the difference. Y'all talking about the business side of an LLC. We talking about actually getting reparations for an entire lineage. So
Bro,
I think
I don't believe that I'm gonna be real with you, G. And this is respectfully, bro. You think that Tyreek going over there and running his play that he running and making money is affecting our reparations? You can't tell me you believe that, bro. You just cannot make me believe that.
I definitely do believe that it's money
All
in the
right, bro.
waters,
I'm
bro.
cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. And I want this to be clear, bro. If I ever see Tyreek Nasheed, me and him gonna have a very difficult conversation. Very difficult for him, not for me. I'm waiting to catch Godfrey, all of them niggas. I'm a full-time bro. All them niggas know who I am. I ain't never talked to these niggas. I never had conversations. But when I say I'm standing up for my people, I'm standing up for us from this country, my nigga. We've been disrespected, treated bad. These people could have been not gave us, paid what they owe us on
Hey,
our
hey,
reparations in
Urban.
But
this
hey,
country.
Hey,
They not
hey,
giving
hold
that
on,
Urban.
hold
shit
Hold
on,
to
on.
us.
Jake,
He
Jake,
Urban.
hold on, Jake. I want to
He
say
don't
this real quick.
understand how
Real,
he don't understand how reparations is.
uh,
Now, reparations. These people pushing race. You can't get reparations based off of race. It'll get debunked in the Supreme Court. So we're pushing our ethnicity and harms. That's the angle that we got to get reparations. So when you say that it's muddy in the waters, yes, race based anything muddy the waters, and they push race.
now, just to be
Bro
clear,
just said that the paper describes all. That's what bro just said. He just said that. So if you can trace your paper back to the 1877, whatever, you getting your shit. So that's my whole point right there, bro. That they know what this shit means, my nigga. We don't have to play dumb for these people. Now, if y'all got y'all thing, I'm not telling y'all how to feel about Tyreek Nasheed or what he doing on the business side. Go at the nigga. I don't give a fuck. But what I'm not finna do is play this game like these people don't know what found these up, not y'all. I'm talking about these other people that ain't black Americans. When they hear any of that shit, they know what it is. They are talking about people that ain't immigrants. I don't care who doing the business. I don't care who running plays on the business of it or capitalizing off the history of making money. They intentionally try to find ways to diminish it for arguments. They know at the end of the day, we ain't them and they ain't us. They can spot us from a mile of fucking way and they know that we ain't the same.
and
They
and,
look at
and
us
I
like we different. They
not and
talk about us like we different.
right.
I didn't come up with this shit.
We don't deal with racism, bro. We really deal with ethnic profiling. That's really what goes on. So I agree with you 1000%. And bro, this is not about Tariq business side, bro. Get your money, create your brand stuff. Nobody, we talking about delineation, bro. That's what I really want you to know. We just talking about strictly delineation. You feel what I'm saying? And what delineation is about. Paperwork, your genealogy, gatekeeping our ethnic identity, black. You get what I'm saying? Gatekeeping our history and heritage, that type of shit. When you and it ain't even just him. Like I say, ADOS, but at least with Yvette Carnell, she understands that, hey, this is my shit. This is my company. I'm the leader of this shit. And she knows her shit is a brand. You get what I'm saying? But she also went to the OMB and tried to reclassify us. You know, and we had a problem with that. So that's for any, it ain't just Tariq. He just has a loud microphone right now because the FBA shit caught on. So this ain't about his money. This is about delineation. We have an issue with him portraying that he's really delineating when he's on some other shit with our ethnicity and our lineage. And that's for anybody. Anybody that's trying to grift off this movement, you will get called out, bro. That's it. This shit is about self-preservation. That's all it's about, setting boundaries around who we are, understanding that we are at home, telling our people to trace their lineage. That's what this shit is. All this other FBA, we finna, or whatever. I'm not knocking it, but don't make it seem like it's our ethnicity and lineage. That's your brand. Niggas have the right to subscribe to it, do all that shit. But don't go out here lying to the people, bro. The lineage is the paperwork. We all have that paperwork, birth certificates, census records, death, marriage licenses. We can get through our shit. It's easy. That's the foundation. Immigrants don't have that, bro. They don't have it. I don't give a fuck about them coming over here self-identifying as black. We not finna move off grandma's shit because we've been invaded. We finna put the board up and delineate, not run to a new name, especially a brand. You feel what I'm saying? We had enough names. Negro, black, colored, that's our names. We don't need new internet names to try to redefine us and to grift off of, basically, bro. It's really a grift, bro, at
So
the end of the
listen, this is
day.
my whole thing, bro. I want this part to be clear. I want to make it very clear what I keep saying. I'm not gonna play dumb for the immigrants like they don't know what all this shit is, bro. They know that Tyreek Nasheed ain't no leader and don't speak for us. They gonna go with that word because they know a lot of black people in this country. As a Houston nigga, they don't even understand what delineation means. Louisiana people, now they don't consider themselves Africans. We're gonna be clear about that. But we know that a lot of black people in America still sleep on what delineation means. They still sleep on saying, hey, bro, we not all one. And they know that they don't see themselves as Africans. A lot of black people don't have the courage and the balls to say, hey, nigga, them ain't we not the same group of people, and they ain't never done shit for us to push us forward. It's a lot of black people who still run around America, still just listen to whatever the white man tell them. That's how they still feel. So I'm not, and I want this to be clear. I'm nowhere near in safe form of fashion trying to put up a safeguard for bullshit ass Tyreek Nasheed. He's a bullshit nigga. That's why I said that when I came in. I'm not fucking with the shit that he do, how he play the game, how he act like he sees certain shit and don't see certain shit. When you do have a very powerful voice. Now, with the FBA shit, he done coined it, got it going. I was just speaking towards the words of what the words actually mean because the words have meanings. But on the business side, nah, he is the face of that on the business side. That is his brand, just like Ados is whoever that girl
Right.
brand is, and
And right, man. This
whoever
and this is my
else.
thing, bro. It's a lot of black Americans that is in the delineation movement that delineates and don't, and they're not FBA. You
And I
get what I'm
respect
saying?
him, bro. I
No,
respect if you
no, but
if
I'm
you
no, but I'm
represent yo,
saying, but that's the whole point of the conversation because of the backlash. It makes everybody that's in this movement or talk about this shit, like in your day to day life, you might not identify as FBA, but you delineate. You understand the conversation. You are part of that group. I mean, not the group, but you understand this movement. You are of that group, that people, and you understand. But you will get associated with the FBA shit, and it makes delineation look as bad. A lot of people think this is a FBA delineation movement. No, this is a Black American movement. And this is a Black American organic delineation movement. It has no title. There's no FBA, none of that shit. And but
and I feel
FBA,
and listen here,
FBA,
bro. I want
that's what I'm saying. They
what
attach that shit to delineation and it'll make the whole shit go bad. It'll make the whole shit go sour because people think FBA is delineation. No, they're just a group of motherfuckers on the internet that holler and scream delineation, and they just started doing that. See, that's it's a whole delineation history that you really don't understand. But they really just started doing that. They was against the word. They didn't even want to do it. Like you say, niggas are scared to say they ain't black. They was them. The B1 FBA, you gotta go do your history on them. The B1 shit, that's them. They are flat black. They call everybody black. They really wasn't on this type of timing. But the Secure the Tribe came through and ignited this shit unapologetically, and they got onto it. You feel what I'm saying? And Tariq has had a bigger platform, so it was easy for them niggas. But at the end of the day, they are not the representatives of delineation, bro. There's plenty black Americans that don't identify with that shit that delineates. So you can't that one motherfucker can sport a whole bunch.
bro.
That's true, right? That's what
That's
niggas
so.
say.
So what I'm saying is,
And
bro.
keep in mind, hold on, and keep in mind,
Now,
these individuals. Keep in mind, these individuals don't even do their lineage. They don't check their lineage. Matter of fact, the only one that was pushing lineage was Secure the Tribe and us. So when I first went into Secure the Tribe space, I was vetted, and I was not only vetted as to be if I was Black American. Shit, I felt insulted. You know what I mean? But I proved it. You know what I mean? And then not only that, it made me want to go check my lineage. So when I went to go check my lineage, my sister had already done it 5 years prior. So it was easy for me. If you look in the jumbotron, that's over 200 years of paperwork. You know what I mean? And I got that on both sides of the family. We're not faking to be this. We really is this. And that's what I'm saying. These people is trying to do some government shit. Like Malcolm spoke on a long time ago, even with the civil rights movement. They always put some coons out the head of the movement to try to redirect what it's meant for, what it's meant for, and what it's supposed to do. And that's what they're doing. That's why they try to keep us trapped on that racial construct instead of upholding ethnicity because race ain't real. And if we're going to be true about what we're doing here, we got to be destroying the devil's tools. And one of the devil's tools is the racial construct, as well as immigration. We tired of immigrants coming into our house thinking that they own shit.
I just want to shout out, yeah, for sure, Jake. I just want to touch base on it too. Urban politics. Read some, you had said words have meaning. You know what I'm saying? And that's 100. I call myself Red Summer descendant. I did my delineation. I didn't come across delineation through FBA. I came across delineation through Security Tribe. I did my delineation. My folk was here in Houston, Texas too, during Red Summer. You know what I'm saying? I have folks, my folks, I do my delineation. My folks come from right down the street from Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's called Betts, Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? So our whole thing is through delineation. You know what I'm saying? And you said a whole bunch of things, and I don't really feel like did you answer the question of the title of the space? You know what I'm saying? Like
I don't feel like nobody see. I'm not knocking where y'all standing, bro. Y'all got a right to go at whatever y'all want to go